Oda number 1.
Oh, Debbie.
Ala Debbie. Ala untimi na number 1.
Oh, why not?
Enti no so oda number 1.
Okay, Fabre.
Okay, eti afenyo marking air trending. Justice Swim side air trending. Adwa Safo air trending. And Ibrahim Mahama air trending. And then UPS is so air trending.
Okay.
Now me share say with afenyo marking say Enra there was news everywhere say ya read national security ako read Bank of BOG former governor no efie o ma fasika bi ni ade na afenyo press conference or address asem no na yenti asem a o kan ye.
This is the first time in the history of our country that a governor of a central bank is being subjected to such a treatment. Unfortunately for the governor, some 10,000 cedis on his bed could not be found. So some of these hungry party foot soldiers that they use, who parade themselves as national security operatives, are after all perhaps not even being paid, and they use this opportunity to steal. The governor's wife's earrings and necklaces were also not traced. They couldn't be found. In other words, those operatives stole these earrings and necklaces.
How do you take somebody's money in necklaces near there? Nah,
so they alleged.
Yes. But even so, well, na Justice Swim say so wakasa afa ho.
Okay.
Na yintie no.
Concerns are on two sides. There are a group of people who believe that the AG is actually being slow, and there's another group of people who are of the view that the AG is being aggressive. I mean, last night there were some searches conducted in some homes, and the views are divided. But I would like to assure the public that we are, as much as we can, pursuing persons who are believed or are suspected to have looted, state assets, being money or other properties. We are committed, and work is going on day and night for that to be done.
Last time I no.
Ayo.
Na address a full trendy. Or trendy.
Or trendy ankasa.
Waka nsemo. Na bakwa trendy NSA. Eye committee a party na te so mo hwehwe de ntia omo lose election no eye Michael Kwe committee na Michael Kwe da no o say e bogus sa committee na e bogus Michael Kwe committee na Michael Kwe da no
okay
very bogus committee.
Why do you say so?
You know you hone yasre. Why? And a committee that is put together, and it's an intentional committee put together just to make sure that we find certain facts and push a particular candidate away from the candidacy so that we can bring our own. You call that a credible committee, fact-finding committee? If Professor Michael Kwe thinks he has integrity, thinks that he is credible, I want the first page of his fact-finding report. Why my son Michael Kwe Jr. lost Domekwa Benyasi. He should give us a detailed report on that.
That is possible.
If it's able, no.
It is possible it could be captured.
No, if he's able to do it, and do it with the needed integrity, with the transparency, without biases and prejudices, I will take any report finding that he puts in there against Dr. Baumia.
Osisa report neba. That's what me chemu denti a neba no elusi Domekwa Benyasi seat na. Ni obetra ba bia efa His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia obeji ni nyina atum. It's only nkan fa enu se first page answer. Asaba honso a okan ne say under the previous government no omo destroy ne papa terminal.
Imperial Express.
Osina asase a omutua hoka government asase that was leased them omutua hoka. I'm sorry anopa one day ya bubu niema ni nyina. Na yentie no.
The president was my father's lawyer in the 80s and in the 90s. So he has a close relationship with my father, Apostle Dr. Kojo. He has a lot of businesses. One is our transport company, Imperial Express.
Right.
Very was thriving. It was doing very well. Concentrating in the northern regions, Togo, Benin, everywhere. You know, we wake up one morning and to our utmost surprise, Honorable Henry Quarter brought a team of guys with bulldozers, whether they were, how do they call them? These macho guys, land guards or whatever. They didn't even give us notice to even park our computers. They pulled everything down one day.
And the reason being what? That you were occupying and a land that didn't belong to you?
The land didn't belong to us. The land was government land. The land was being leased to us and we were paying. It was a land for the Sports Council. So at the time, Honorable Neil Ante van der Poel was the one that the general manager then entered into that agreement with, and we were paying, and that is where we're operating from. And a lot of people do that. Most of the terminals that you see don't belong to the transport companies. We lease them.
Right.
And we were doing everything, not that we stopped paying the lease. They said there was an order from above that those lands were being recaptured for a government project. They pulled everything down without notice. Until date, there has not been any government project on that land. And this how do you expect Christo Asafo members and my father to go and vote for the NPP?
And someone who
hey, okay, some Nanya Nonkwa, or say at a point, nan or losing a ba, ne baba kunso yare ewa bruchi, and they were expecting say obechu soon a party over ne mano. It doesn't happen like that. It's only a witch and a bayesta na yenti no.
Neno ne chiyeden.
Before.
Aye.
Yes, I have a role to play as a mother. I lost my kid. I lost my baby. I didn't get what I was expecting out of the term of my pregnancy. It didn't end there. In the time of my grief, my oldest son fell ill in the United States. I had to be there, and I made sure I notified those who ought to know. And I wasn't there the way they're making the picture look as if you're there and you're not. I was there, and I was making sure that what ought to be said and communicated to all those that matter, I did.
Including the chief of staff, the president?
Exactly. As a minister, you can't travel out without permission from the minister.
So they knew
the chief of staff.
They knew the challenges we were going through.
Exactly. And I expected mothers to feel my pain. I expected fathers to feel my pain. And that is what happened. My son was at the verge of death. I had the choice to stay as a mother and take care of my son, or take up my position as a member of parliament and as a minister. Any mother looking and watching me today should put herself in my shoes. What choice would you have made? Of course, if you're not a witch, you're going to choose that of your child. And that I did, and I don't regret it.
She doesn't regret it.
That she did, and she didn't regret it. Okay. Now, there's a statement every party, no. Say omu take disciplinary action against her. Say omu din kind statements back by. Say party for no refraining from talking about party matters on media and she didn't refrain into no. Yeah, take omu take disciplinary action against her.
Mate. Inti ho na akudru.
Na akudru.
Ayu ye chance obekwa na se wonkwa.
There are places bi na wosan ko kwa no pay ni nyina.
Just amaso.
Aha. Na abna eye Ibrahim Mahama o trendy. Enra o de donation Emma prisons for no. Na interior minister ene de niam na koye. Na enkofo ka se ade interior minister wadane Iran boy ana say Ghana focus out. So the over Facebook, over who niama na Ibrahim Mahama, Interior Minister, nim niama no ekoye no. Na almost say Ramadan season no. So Ramadan muna fasting na omo ye na ha. Enti no ni donation or ye.
And I say be no koya de ho na yes so ni me fa so mamo.
I just want no abeche mu.
Na de bone ho.
E bi so na oni country ni muna say or you on behalf. I said it's not wrong.
Na interior minister.
And now I will be before na ken fanko.
Oh, so mo no mo ka. So mo bobo din bebre bi se o ma se so mo wo hemfa na o ma ye too busy. And e bi ono na nhye.
Well, UPSA forces say from 1st April, on by devotion, hostel be a work campus and this will be a devotion.
Debia.
In some money na dos. Aye.
But
now maybe be say it's hostel na no po be a basic from no maba fem, no maba devotion.
There be on hostel, be a room.
Now how would you know say nipa no ye?
See, I'm quite special.
Ebe bo assembly.
As I said, the woman in 2 years say assembly brabe bompire na be devotion. And as Adom some ben.
Me na me be sir. Say almost say hostel say what campus ni na sa no be no. So me say e bia almost say at 5:30 to 6 a.m. Say bia 5:30 ni bo a no bia sane assembly. Ye we no bia ko no room no akosiesie no no akọ class. E bia sane because we no room by room a
Ebe room by room table we call around na or check say
number of rooms in one a
say you back for the best man to a task force and kasana on better so much
na abna picture be trending
sir
mami be free mu na ne transition image no trending na onim ne ma no trending question picture of a picture no to Facebook mami shani na say obituary no mo ya the children husband father ne ade na we no grandchildren no ene ma mame no trending ne grandchildren ni din na nye din keto mu kita o
ebi ye den
Lionel Messi Amate Few obi fu name o
say grab Messi o infa say no baza awana is it Messi o Inter Miami okay.
Ena Andreas Iniesta Amate Few.
Iniesta so Iniesta ana wajabo
ena Angel Di Maria.
Di Maria
so hefa. Club Argentina. Ena Serena Williams Amate Few.
On the Oklahoma gym basketball. Long tennis, sorry. And you know the crack say the money na no. I'm say matter feel no or be a fan of sports pa.
Na the man nga say too. Erica Sante any Abdulrahman Amate Few. Into Amate Few no what to
no na make say or be a fan of sports into no all forms say long tennis so say football because so shy di no dia to nkwada no. And
you form full name no as all the same onu ni di na kan hu
but you say no pay na AC beche bibi say edin e wo sunsanso e wo akwada no so ntiti say the ye friend Lionel Messi sa akwada no
when you am bobo so
en kasa obebo dia ye friend Carol dia ye friend say na Williams
obebo long tennis
bo so gina wa mo long obebo tennis do go jinam go tennis na wan bi Di Maria unyina nti do de wa
anya footballers are always your move
ayu se kwa masha se e ko academy na de
okay yo ye be hwe o manim da chi abna me konya me adoma ye be hia
sa wa wi
ai me wi